I want to welcome everyone here today, and thanks for coming. It hasn't been too long since we were all gathered at a different part of the building last night, but we're joined by more people today, so this is a great day for us. Before I open up to all you guys, I'd like to welcome to the Magic family Anthony Black, Jett Howard, and with Anthony, his mom Jennifer, and brother Beckham. And with Jett, his dad, Coach Juwan, mom Janine, and brother Jace, Wolverine. I don't even want to get too deep into this, but as we always say, we draft the person, not the player, and it's the most important thing to us here. And I think that whatever we're doing right or wrong, the one thing I know is that these guys are joining a bunch of really good people in the locker room and all around this building to get them to be the best people and the best players that they can be. But to receive two young men into our team who have been brought up this way is an honor and a privilege for us. So thank you for that. All right. I have to tell this crazy, do you mind? Do you mind if I, this is a crazy story. So when I was with the Denver Nuggets many, many years ago, and Juwan was playing for us, Janine was pregnant. And I never connected the dots, but that's who she was pregnant with. Talk about full circle, the relationships that really make up this business. You know, I talked about it before, but that's what this league is about. That's what this world is about. And so kind of a full circle moment I thought was just fun to share. So I just want to say, before I open it up to questions, how thrilled we are. We had a great day last night. We set out this draft to further add talent, character, basketball IQ, positional size, and I always say the fit and the fight. And you're looking at two high character, really smart, highly skilled fighters. And that's what wins. If you look at the playoffs, the guys that get played off the court are the lower IQ players, the guys that won't fight. And so just couldn't be more pleased to be sitting here today having added these great two young guys to our team. With that, I guess I'll open it up.
Okay, if you can please wait for a microphone and state your name and affiliation. Start with Jamie.
Jamie Say, WKMG here in Orlando. This is just for both of you guys, this moment. How motivating is it now that you are here in Orlando and you hear Jeff's comments saying the fit and the fight? Anthony, if you'd like to start, and then Jett.
You know, it's super motivating, just figuring out, you know, where we landed at and kind of getting to know the people we're going to be around and the group we're going to play with and just interact with every day. So, yeah, it's super motivating, and I think we're both probably ready to get to work.
I'll probably say the same thing, just super motivated, just ready to get to work and get ready for Summer League, honestly. Just trying to focus on the next thing and the next task.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. This is both for Anthony and Jett. You know, I imagine the last 24 hours have been quite the whirlwind. Just take us through what they've been like for each of you.
I mean, it's definitely been crazy. There's a lot of running around, a lot of getting ready for the draft, a lot of emotions, nerve, excitement, angst, all that. But good 24 hours, definitely successful, and just it was a good day.
I'll probably say the same thing, just surreal. It's hard to wrap your mind around it. And just quick, fast. You thought it's faster than I thought, and I'm just ready to get settled.
For Anthony and Jett, Jason Beatty with the Orlando Sentinel down here in front. Take me through this draft process. When did you maybe have an inkling that Orlando was seriously interested in you? What was that process like for you up until last night?
You can go first.
I'll probably say I didn't know for sure, honestly. I worked out for a lot of teams. I'm just happy that they trusted in me and in my skill and believed in me, honestly. So I really didn't have a clue.
I'll say a little bit of the same thing. After my workout, I kind of have like a feel for just the people in the organization, and I felt like it was somewhere I could fit. So I feel like it was a possibility, but I mean, sitting there at the table, you never really know. So it was definitely still exciting.
Danielle Stein with Spectrum News 13. This is for both of you guys over here. Just going through this process together, it seems like you guys have already started to connect on a friendship level. How much comfort does that kind of give you knowing that you're going to be going into a rookie class with someone else at the same time?
It gives you a lot of comfort. AB was my roommate at Iverson Classic, and then our relationship just took off from there. We were going at it that whole week. So it's just like, it's good in the comfort level. I feel like when I'm comfortable, I play my best basketball. So just that factor is important.
I'll say pretty much the same thing. We basically met at the Iverson Classic like a year ago. And I could just tell it was going to be somebody I was cool with just based off of like how competitive he was. And I mean, it's cool to have another person with me.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily, down here in front on the opposite side. Anthony, you mentioned that you worked out in Orlando. Jett, I don't know if you ended up working out with Orlando, what your interaction was with the team, but what were your impressions of the organization in the interaction that you had with them before the draft and now coming down here, seeing the facility, kind of meeting everyone in person again today?
The biggest thing that spoke out for me was, I'd probably say, like, the family atmosphere. Everybody was just so genuine and real. When we got on the court, it was just super competitive, how I wanted it to be. But I'll just say like the competitive nature within the organization was like kind of what I wanted to be around. So that like spoke out to me at the workout.
Yeah, I'll say the family atmosphere for sure. I mean, I don't think even today, like the big meeting with everybody in the organization, like you don't really see that from place to place. So you can definitely just feel that as soon as you get in the building.
Jared Oliver right here for WFTV. This is for Anthony and Jett, sorry. How much are you looking forward to playing with two young stars in Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner, and just how to, gel and work with them?
I'm really looking forward to it. I know they can see the floor really well. I know they have a very high IQ, so it should be fun and it should be entertaining.
I'll say the same thing. Whenever it's teams with two good young players like that, it's always fun to come in and kind of just play with guys like that who know how to play and who are very versatile and just good players.
Jamie Say again from WKMG. If both of you guys, Jett, to start, can you describe your game? What will you bring to Orlando?
For one, I feel like I can bring a shooting presence. I feel like if I get the chance, I can bring creating for my teammates as well as for myself. A gritty mindset and just a competitive nature to the floor.
Probably for me, toughness on both ends, making plays for my teammates. Kind of like he said, just being a competitor and trying to win games overall.
Cody Taylor, Rookie Wire USA Today. Jett, we talked last night about your injury there toward the end of the season. Were you limited at all during the pre-draft, or at what point did you maybe feel like you're back to 100%?
When I went out to California early, I left school pretty early. At the end of March, our season got cut short. So I had more time on my hands to rehab. And during that process, I finally got back to myself. And I feel like that's when I started to do better in these workouts.
Anthony and Jett, you joined a backcourt with a lot of other talented players. How do you feel you'll complement those guys, and how excited and eager are you to learn from some of them?
Super excited. It's always good learning from people who've been there, played a couple years in the league, and it's just a lot of versatile, good players. So I think we both can fit in with all the guards for sure.
For Jamal, Jason Beatty, Orlando Sentinel, what are you hoping to see out of these two in Summer League just a couple weeks away?
I think the way in which they fit in, their ability to adapt to the game, but just like they've talked about, being able to compete at a high level. How do they impact winning? The defensive side of the floor, but then it goes to the other side of how do we make quick decisions? And they both obviously defend at a high level, so being able to share, move the basketball, and how do they get accustomed to their teammates?
Jeremy Brenner with the Magic Insider. Congratulations to the both of you. This question's more for Jett. I kind of asked Anthony this question last night, but is there anyone that you particularly study in particular or model your game after? Someone that you'd like to maybe learn from that's currently on the roster in particular?
For one, I'll probably say Devin Booker is a guy you said on the roster? But he said either way. Devin Booker, I'll probably say just watching his game and studying his game. And then on the roster, I'll probably say France and Caleb Houston, Michigan guys. But also, I'm honestly open to learning from anybody. I'm just a sponge at this point.
Michigan
Hey, Jett, 20 years ago, your father was on the Orlando Magic roster. Does that mean anything to you? And to you, what impact has your dad had on your basketball career? And then Anthony, after Jett answers, can you just talk about the family support you've had and how inspiring they are, how they've inspired you to get to this point and will continue to do so? Jett.
I would say when he played for Orlando, I was super young, so I didn't really get to see much of it, but just him being on the roster is pretty cool because I get to further that legacy. But he had a huge impact on me. And, that's my college coach, so he got on me a lot. But it was a rocky road, but we got through it. Yeah.
Could you re-ask my part of the question? Yeah, super inspiring, They do everything for me. They dedicate all their time to me, all the resources. They always made sure I was getting to practice, games, just workouts, just stuff like that. So it's definitely inspiring, just kind of playing for them and then trying to show my little brother the way too because, he's about to start high school. He's a basketball player. So, yeah, definitely those two is like a lot of who I do it for.
Tyler Karen, Orlando Magic Radio. Jett, obviously one of numerous Michigan Wolverines to get selected to the Magic over the last couple of years. What is it about you Wolverine guys that just make your game or your personality so appealing, not only to the Magic, but to the league as a whole?
I don't want to go on and on about Michigan, but I'll probably just say, we're high IQ dudes and we just understand how to play the game and how to think the game. And that's just kudos to the program and everybody that's put us through that and helped us, understand that. And we have a culture down there. So I feel like that is probably why we are in this organization today. Well.
Jamal, you've heard both Anthony and Jett talk a lot about kind of the familial atmosphere with the organization, with the team. How does that get fostered, and how does that grow, and how do you show that to these two young players, and what do they add to that group now?
I think the family atmosphere is, you can see it so much because what we do is just meet people where they are, allow them to be themselves. And you see these two young men who have come in and they are themselves. Their personalities, our group is the same way. We talk about it a ton, but keep your ego out of it. allow people to be who they are and, help them push to be their best. And these two men are going to, push to work to get better. They're going to be pushed to work and get better by not just our coaching staff, but as well as the players around them. The ability to compete day in and day out is going to be something fun that they'll be able to enjoy to improve.
Cody Taylor, Ricky Wire, USA Today. Anthony, as you were going through training for the pre-draft, what were some of the things that you were focused on improving during your time in the gym?
Really just everything on the offensive end, ball handling, passing, shooting, all offensive stuff. And then off the court, just weight room, getting more athletic, more explosive, and stronger.
Final question? All right, thank you.
Thank you.